Hello everyone. So I want to talk to you about restorative environments. So research has shown that green spaces have restorative effects on people, including reducing stress levels, increasing positive moods, and restoring attention. So in one study that Nesbitt and Zielinski did in a Carleton University campus is they had students walking outdoors near nature or taking the Carleton University tunnels to classes. And what they found was that those students that walked outdoors actually had higher levels of happiness, vitality, and well-being, even into the fall semester. Also, many studies in Japan that have studied the restorative effects of forest environments have shown that they reduce stress levels. So I wanted to study this and look at how adding green space into urban environments might help to reduce stress and improve attention. So I created two virtual environments. I have a green space environment, which is the light forest, modeled after kind of a southern Ontario forest with smaller trees spread apart in area, and then a pleasant urban environment, which is kind of modeled after uptown Waterloo, so the environments would be familiar to people. When I looked at the difference between the stress and mood measures, I found absolutely no difference. So I went back to the literature, and I looked at it, and what I found was that most of the green space environments are usually lush, heavily vegetated areas, and the urban environments are really poor examples of urban spaces. So they're usually parking lots or really narrow streets. When we look at the Nesbitt and Zielinski study, her non-natural environment was a concrete tunnel, as we've all taken the tunnels in here, to get to classes. And they're not really a good example of a kind of control environment, but more a horrible urban environment. So I created two new environments. We've got a dense forest environment with large, mature trees heavily vegetated, and then an oppressive urban environment with lacking character, color, and those high buildings, which help to create that kind of narrow space that we see in a lot of the studies. And in this study, I actually found a huge difference, and I got that statistical significance that we're all looking for in our research. But in this study, I found that the oppressive urban environment was the one that was dragging all of my results. So the oppressive urban environment had huge negative impacts on my stress and mood measures, while the other three environments, including the urban environment, actually had no significant difference on the stress and mood measures. I then replicated this in the real world and again found one urban environment, which was Westmount Plaza, a parking lot and a kind of shopping area, which had huge negative effects on my stress and mood measures, while my other three environments, one urban and two forest environments, had little impact on the measures. So this has led me into my new research, where I'm looking at whether we can actually determine if there is a difference between different diverse urban and green space environments to determine whether all green space is good and all urban is bad, or to determine whether it's actually the restorative effects that are coming about are coming because we're using horrible urban environments and beautiful green space environments.